Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Look It Up Podcast. I'm Chip Ulmer, and with me, as always, is my co-host and papa, Tony Gudo. You can find us on YouTube under the Look It Up Podcast and Facebook under his name, Tony Gudo.
Welcome,
Now,
everybody.
we had a very eventful past weekend.
Yeah, we went to the Hall of Fame. We'll cover that later in the broadcast and tell you exactly what happened and how we enjoyed ourselves. Anyway, we're going to cover a few other things. Remember, let people know we're here. It's a quick podcast every week, 20 to 30 minutes. And what we do, we discuss the highlights going on in college football, NFL, UFC, basketball when it's basketball season, and some in baseball. But also, every week, I'll be giving out 2 NFL picks and 2 college picks that you can make wagers on. But if you make a wager, only wager on what you can afford to lose. Next week, I will give you a lot of my futures bets that I made with several teams and several things that I think is going to happen. I'll cover those next week. They're only $10 bets, but they can make you quite a bit of money. Anyway, let's start here. Some of the things going on in the NFL right now. The Saints just signed another player, by the way.
Yes,
Saints
they
brought in,
did.
what's that guy's name?
Khalil Saunders
Yeah.
from Kentucky, undrafted free agent. He was waiting there in free agency, and we picked him up. Supposedly, I guess we need him.
He was in training camp last year with Miami. 6'4",
He is
287. Yep. He played 5 seasons with the Kentucky Wildcats. Appeared in 51
What position
games.
does he play? What position does he play?
I think it's defensive tackle.
Defensive tackle.
Recorded 77 tackles, 36 solo. He, as a senior, he had 12 games, total 29 tackles, 3.5 tackles for losses, 2 sacks, and 4 quarterback errors. So, just a little bit of addition to our camp. They made a few other changes, I know, across the board, but we're not going to go into detail until the Saints actually give us some more information on what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
This weekend, they play on Saturday at 3 p.m. The first preseason game will be against the Jacksonville Jaguars
Yes.
in New Orleans. So if you're
In the
interested,
Super
if
Zone.
you want to go, you can go. I'm sure there's tickets available right now.
It will be, and then if you don't, they will be playing on ABC, CBS, Fox, and NBC.
They're going to be on all of them?
Yep.
It can't be on all of them. They're gonna
That's
be
what
on
it
one.
says.
I think it's
I think it depends on the
it's
location.
a local broadcast.
Local
so
broadcast. So,
probably, more than likely it's CBS. But
yeah, probably.
You know, you can
Streaming
find it
options are
somewhere.
Fubo, NFL Plus, and YouTube TV.
Anyway, a few of the highlights that happened this week, a few things. The Cowgirls. The Cowgirls
Cowgirls.
They extended the defensive tackle Quentin Williams $105 million to play till 2030. He's the guy they picked up halfway through the season last year from the New York Jets.
Yeah.
Okay, the Falcons signed defensive end Cameron Sample to add to the depth on the defensive line. The Patriots extended tight end Hunter Henry to 2 years,
Hunter Henry's a dog.
raised it to $20 million, raised his income. So, yeah, he's a good player, Commanders, they lose offensive lineman Laramie Tunsil. That's not a good deal. Left tricep surgery, tore his tricep, so he's out. That will not help Jalen.
Nope.
Losing an offensive lineman, he's one of the top ones they have over there too. Also, quarterback Teddy Bridgewater announced he's going to retire again.
Again.
He retired before, but now he's retiring again from the Detroit Lions. And center Cade May will miss significant time with the Falcons. Also, if you haven't heard, Kyler Murray, as of yesterday, he was named the Arizona starter for the season. He'll play instead of J.J. McCarthy. So we'll see what happens with them. I heard him today on the
Cleveland.
NFL channel. He sounded pretty good
You heard that we've also heard that Cleveland has announced their starter for week 1.
for the preseason.
Oh, for the preseason.
Not for the season.
I thought you said for
decided,
the
no.
preseason.
They named him. They're going to play Deshaun Watson.
Deshaun
this week.
Watson
Yeah,
this
the first game. Anyway, a couple of things. Coaches on the hot seat in college football. Guess who
Dabo?
they- No, Dabo's not one of them. But here's the 6 main ones. Mike Norvell, Florida State.
Florida State, yep.
If you don't get in the playoffs or at least in the championship game in the ACC, more than likely he's going to be replaced.
South Carolina,
South Carolina, Shane Beamer.
Beamer.
He don't do something, he's going to be gone. Bill Belichick, UNC,
Yeah.
He's had some issues there. I'm not sure what's going
Oh,
to happen.
no, I think they'll give him a couple more years.
And let the other guy
He's
go
got to build
that
it.
he brought there with him, McCarthy. What's the guy's name? Forgot. But anyway, he's like the
What's this, year 2 for Belichick?
yeah Belichick's year 2. But he's not doing what they thought he was going to do. So we'll see. Luke Fickell in Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Luke was pretty good at what was he? Cincinnati, I think. Cincinnati, he did pretty good, but he's not having the same success with Wisconsin. Also, Bill O'Brien, who used to coach the Houston team at one time, the Houston Texans. He is with Boston College. He's on the hot seat. And Mike Lockley with Maryland is on the hot seat. And Dabo, maybe. I don't know what's going on with Dabo.
I think Dabo should be.
I believe it. I think Dabo.
He was on the
gonna
hot
have
seat last year.
I think he's going to end up having a decent season. I think he's going to circle the wagons. I think he loses to LSU, but I think he's going to be in the top bunch in the ACC. So we'll find out. If not, I think in the future he might end up being one of Alabama's new
There's
head
not
coach.
real big competition in ACC. Like Miami is probably
The strongest team.
the strongest team at the ACC.
Yeah, well, the NC State's supposed to be pretty good. There's a few other teams that are going to be pretty good, I think, in the ACC. Anyway, let's move on. Buddy of mine, y'all may know him. Wisdom the Gamer.
Yep.
Wisdom the Gamer. He has a show. He's been doing his show for a couple of years now. Every day he's live on just gotta look him up. Wisdom the Gamer. All he does is talk about the Saints, and you can communicate with him. They use texts. You text him. It's on the website, so you're actually talking to him the whole time during the week. We recommend you take a look at him. He does a lot of good stuff. He has a lot of followers.
We
And-
also saw him at the Hall of Fame
Yeah,
this
we met
weekend.
him at the Hall of Fame, and I'm glad he recognized me. I didn't know he would, but he did. When I got there, he knew who I was. So, anyway, we recommend you give him a listen. See what you think. He does a real good show every day. All right, let's move on. How about the college rule changes?
College rule changes.
You heard about the college rule changes? They
Little
made
bit.
a few rule changes.
Few of them.
One of them is personal fouls. A personal foul now used to be when you had a personal foul, the following game you were thrown out the game, and the following game you missed the first half. They changed that.
To the
From
second.
now on, the first one you only get thrown out that game. You still can play the next week. But the second time it happens,
You get thrown out.
you
the
get
first
thrown out
half.
that game, and you missed an entire game the following week.
Yeah.
Right? Yes.
No, you missed the first half on the second one.
Yeah. The third one,
Third one is when you miss
You
a
miss
full the next game.
that game and a whole game after that. And depending on how severe the penalty is, it could be a lot worse. So they changed those rules a little bit. Also, another thing they changed is offensive pass interference used to be 15 yards. Now it's going to 10 yards. So offensive pass interference will be a 10-yard penalty from now on. And there's something else they changed. I think they changed. No, that's the NFL. The NFL changed the challenge flag. The challenge flag now can be thrown by an assistant coach, not just the head coach. So they changed that rule.
So if
this
the
year.
assistant coach has a different view,
Yeah, he can show the flag instead of the head coach having to do it. It can be anybody else. So
yeah.
I'm not sure if he has to designate somebody. I think it's whoever throws the flag, is what I understand. So anyway, we'll
I'm
see
sure
what
it's
happens.
probably a designated coach for every team.
Also in the college, they have 2 replay challenges now. 2 replay challenges. If you win the first one, you get another one. So you end up with 3. But you got to win the first one to get the other one. And you have to have timeouts. If you don't have any timeouts, they can't charge you a timeout if you're wrong. So you have to have timeouts to call a challenge. Anyway, that's the changes in college football that I know of. UFC. What's going on with UFC this week?
UFC, we finally got a big fight for the Pat. Well, they had a good fight last weekend.
Hadn't been a few weeks.
They had
Almost
a-
a month since
no.
the fight. So.
Yes, but they had a good fight night last weekend. A great card. Mateus Gamrot versus Quillen Salkild was a shocker. Quillen Salkild came in there and beat the wrestler at his own game. Took him down and got him with a rear naked choke in the first round. And I was like, wow. His jiu-jitsu looked good against a high-level wrestler who trains at American Top Team with a lot of other good wrestlers. So I was surprised by that one. So Quillen Salkill, he'll probably be fighting somebody in the top 5 of the UFC lightweight division sometime next year or something like that.
Okay, and what's going on this week? Who's fighting?
This weekend, UFC 330 on Paramount Plus, Saturday night. Main card starts at 8 p.m. Co-main event is a women's title fight. Mackenzie Dern will defend her strawweight belt against Jillian Robertson. This is probably going to be more entertaining than the main event. Anyway, we get to the main event. Welterweight title fight. Islam Makhachev, number 1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world, is defending his welterweight belt against Ian Machado Gary. Ian Machado Gary is 17-1. Islam Makhachev is 28-1. So they both only have 1 loss. And there's been a lot of upsets this year. So who knows what's going to happen with these wins.
Anybody else? Does that a big fight other than him?
That's the main event.
That's the main event?
Yep.
Okay, as we talked about earlier, we did get a chance to go to the enshrinement at the Hall of Fame. As you can see right here, got a Hall of Fame cap, got a Breeze pen, got a Hall of Fame shot glass. We had a good time. We went to the Hall of Fame. We got to see Drew Brees' induction. I thought his speech was very good. I like the way he ended it, saying he would have died.
He would have died to protect.
To fulfill his duty with the Saints.
Yeah.
And like he said, he needed the city more than the city needed him. But I think it goes both ways. I think it was great. I'm glad he was there. Our trip was somewhat an issue. We was flying through D.C.
from New Orleans into Washington, D.C.
And we got stranded in D.C.
They canceled our flight.
Our flight got postponed
multiple times,
like 3 or 4 times. And about 1 o'clock in the morning, they decided to cancel the flight.
So then we're like kind of stranded.
And the issue is there was no other flight.
There was no flight until 2 days later.
Saturday.
Until Saturday. This was Thursday night. So, the enshrinement was on Saturday.
So first thing we had to do is find a place to stay.
Yeah, we had to sleep.
We found a hotel, but it was 3 a.m. before we got checked in to the hotel.
Yeah.
Next morning, what did we do?
We woke up, rented a car.
We rented a car, and we got on the road.
And we drove 5.5 hours from Washington, D.C.
to Canton,
Akron, Ohio. We made it.
We made it, and we were there. The problem was we missed pretty much everything that happened on Friday. All the autograph sessions, the Hall of Fame parades, or whatever they had. Drew Brees was at different locations. Most of the players were at different locations to sign autographs. But because of American Airlines, and they still have not acknowledged my complaint or say anything about compensating, because it cost us an extra $700-800 just to do
$200
just to get there.
Just to get there, yeah.
Several. I think it was $600-700 altogether with hotel.
But we had a great time when we finally.
Once we got there,
the stress was gone. We had a great time. We went to the Fan Fest the day before.
Yeah, we went that
Friday night.
We got there at like 6 o'clock, and we went about 8. Stayed a couple hours, and then we rested up. And the next day, we went to the Hall of Fame enshrinement. We went to Tom Benson Stadium.
Yep.
And got there an hour or so.
We got a photo of Tom Benson with his Drew Brees.
We got a lot of photos. What we're going to do is, at the end of this broadcast today, we're going to go ahead and post some of the videos and some of the pictures that we took at the Hall of Fame, so you can see, give you a taste of what the Hall of Fame was if you didn't get.
We had a great time. We went to the enshrinement. Great time. All of the players had great speeches. And Drew was, it was electrifying when Drew came up to the podium.
A lot of Who Dat fans.
A lot of Who Dats. There was probably 75% Saints fans in that stadium.
That was a lot of Saints fans.
It was we had a pretty decent view. We were pretty far back. I'll show you a picture up. But he was you could barely see him, but you could just look out and it was thousands of Saints fans.
And you could feel the energy in the place.
You could feel
the whole time he spoke.
That energy coming off of everybody.
It was a great time. We enjoyed it. Something we probably always remember. One day, Cheryl will be talking to his grandkids about it. An experience that not many people get to do. We got to meet a few people on the road, on the flight. We got a few. We left with a bunch of guys. There was like 40 of us that got stranded. It wasn't just us. There was several other people got stranded. One guy we kept running into everywhere we'd go.
Yeah, we
ran
did.
into him at the hotel.
But there was a bunch of people
at the rental car place.
Yeah, there was a bunch of people we unfortunately didn't get to see that was at the airport with us. So if you are watching this that was with us, we hope y'all made it.
Hope everybody made it.
We didn't see y'all, but we hope y'all made it. We saw one couple that was at the airport with us that we got stranded.
And that one guy.
That one guy. But everybody else, I don't know if they made it or they just decided to go home.
I'm sure they made it. I mean, we thought about going home, but then we decided, no, we're here, we're going to do it.
Yeah.
So we made the trip. We made the drive. We went through 5 or 6 states to get there.
We went through Maryland, Virginia, Pennsylvania,
West Virginia, and Ohio.
Yeah. We went through a lot of states.
Let's put it this way: it was an experience. It was an experience.
It was an adventure.
So anyway, we're gonna move on. We enjoyed it. We're gonna post some pictures and maybe some videos with this site, so you'll get a little bit of a taste of what we've seen. Again, let people know we're here. We do this every week. We don't charge anything. All we do is want to get to know everybody, let everybody know some things going on in sports, because not everybody has the opportunity to keep up with what's happening on a day-to-day basis. We try to do it. We try to take notes on a day-to-day basis and cover it when we do our podcast. And like I said, I'll be giving away free picks. I do really well with my picks pretty much every year. I usually pick 65 to 70%.
You did really good. You did really good last year. So
if I pick 4, more than likely I'm gonna get 3 right. But like I said, if you wager, only bet what you can afford.
This is around the time that we are pretty much at the 1-year mark of this podcast.
Yeah, we just finished there. We just reached our 1-year mark. We've been doing it for 1 year. We've got a lot of followers, but we need more. Let people know we're here. Let your friends. Look, it don't cost you anything on Facebook to share our podcast, or on YouTube. Like us. Let people know. Like us and share. We appreciate it. Wiz will be talking about us, I believe, on his show. Like I said, if you get a chance,
Wisdom the Gamer.
Wisdom the Gamer.
I'm pretty sure on all platforms.
Yeah, he's got a good show. I listened to it this morning and made some comments on.
He's a good guy.
Yeah.
So
anyway, Saints. I hope the Saints win this week against the Jaguars. We're looking forward to it. LSU camp started so far. Things sound real good.
Everybody's looking good.
I think LSU is going to do well this year.
A
lot of doubters around the SEC, but a lot of people hate.
There's
Kiffin.
always doubters.
They always hate Kiffin. So
well, that's true.
We'll find out. We'll find out how things go. So I'm looking forward to it. I think today. I think it's 18 days from today. The first game in the college football.
September 5th is LSU's first game.
Pretty close. We're getting there. Anyway, thanks for watching. Where you find us?
YouTube under Look It Up Podcast, and Facebook under his name, Tony Gudo.
If you can't find anything, you're trying to find out information, what do?
You look it up.
Go Tigers.
Go Saints. Who dat? Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Take care.
Yeah, we got the honeysuckle blooming on a honeysuckle vine. And the love is a blooming down there all of the time. Every southern belle is a Mississippi queen. Down the Mississippi, down in New Orleans, I said